We woke up early again, this time in the surreal, urban, almost digital landscape of a modernising Wembley in North London. It was a short drive from our hotel to an unusual house on a suburban residential road to meet our next changemaker, Wayne. One of Britain's truly sustainable fashion and design icons and activists, Wayne now runs his family business from his converted home studio, where he has been leading the change for sustainable and socially focused design and innovation for almost 4 decades. Having been on my radar for over 30 years as one of the most conscious design thinkers in the UK, I was really keen to meet Wayne properly and find out what influenced his creative direction and relationship with sustainability. How do you describe what you're up to in Hemingway Design?
I suppose it's what we are is a multidisciplinary designers, so we work across just about all aspects of design, from urban design to brand to graphic design to placemaking to event. Everything has got to have societal benefit. You know, we've always had a mantra, design is about improving things that matter in life, and everything's got to be people and communities focused.
Your mindset has grown into one which I would frame as, you know, super conscious and sustainable focus as well as social focus. And what do you feel makes you more porous to open your heart and mind to what's going on? Red or Dead, our first brand, all those years ago, had that philosophy as well, and it comes from how you're brought up, really. I mean, both myself and Geraldine, my wife, have both come from families that were about hard work, were about reuse, proper working class families where nothing went to waste. It was just unthinkable that anything would ever go in a bin. My toys were made for me by my granddad, that he was always growing strawberries and raspberries and whatever, you know, every little space. So it helps when you're frugal anyway, because that's ultimately what sustainability is about. All of those skills allow you to make choices. The vegan movement is significant. That's one thing that is really interesting. So people say to me, well, why can't other industries, especially fashion, do that? Well, you know, it's very different. Veganism isn't just about climate change, it's about health, it's about cholesterol, there's all sorts of things rolled into it. So it's had this at least a triple whammy of things that have helped that side of the carbon equation. But then when it comes to fashion, that's about vanity. You know, you are not gaining anything by putting a hair shirt on other than to get itchy. The only way to solve these issues is to move towards creating product that is desirable, ultimately costs the same price, and also does the same job in terms of making you feel attractive or whatever you want to feel. And so what has been your experience of seeing the Earth's climate crisis kind of become more prominent over the last 2 decades or so? What's your framing of it now?
Yeah, well, obviously, like any sensible person, it's a significant worry. But climate at the moment is more an ethereal thing that most of us can't see because it's not tangibly affecting our lives on a daily basis, because most of us don't live in the countries that are being terribly affected by climate change. You know, the current pandemic has forced us to think very quickly about values and you know, the work-life balance thing is, you know, it's not going to change as much as people think, but there will be a shift, you know, a 20% shift or whatever. But that's because there was a disaster, and that prompted us to rethink things.
How do you inspire people to make change in their life when you're with them?
Preaching doesn't really work. You can achieve what you want to achieve and do it in a way that's not harmful. So education is really important. Is the concept of wearing second-hand taught at school? Of course it's not, you know. It's not like something that makes life hard. It's actually easy, but it's only easy if it's what you do. I've always felt that you've just got to get on with doing the change that you can do.